Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to In the Frame Podcast, episode 22. I'm your host, Alberto Mendoza, joined by your co-host, Peter Collins. What's going on, my guy?
What's going on, my dude?
Hey, you like that little switch up?
Yeah.
For the first time, man, not too bad. I didn't mess up.
I know.
Cheers. It's good stuff.
How you been, dude?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Been pretty busy. Had a shoot this weekend, or actually on Monday. I met with a first-time client who's a retainer client, by the way. Did some real estate videos for her. Did 2 videos. And, dude, I'm now a TikTok and IG reel producer.
Damn. Look at you, man.
Yeah, so it's a little different. A little bit out of my comfort zone from creating that. I'm creating those, like, I don't want to say cheesy, but, like, the typical, like, IG freaking reels and TikTok videos that just do the pointing and the dance, and I'm doing that now. So that's what they wanted. So up the price a little bit. So yeah, it's been pretty dope, man. It was a good day shooting all day, like 6 hours.
Damn.
Yeah. So we shot 2 videos, and then we gotta do another 2 videos for the month.
Dang.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool, man. What about you?
So I did the same thing, dude. When you shot, you were supposed to help me, remember?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you were stuck in your shoot, and you know things happen. And thankfully I had Shelby to help out.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first extensive shoot over. When I mean extensive, over an hour.
Yeah, you're just used to freaking
1 hour shoots,
90-minute sessions.
Yeah. It definitely took a toll on my back. Like, it's one of those things, man, where like you forget that how tired you get just standing up.
Yeah,
and, like,
you're standing all freaking day, and you're not just standing, but you're like bending too at the same time. You're just.
You should. I wish. Well, Shelby got there a little bit late, but I wish somebody was recording me like the angles I did, dude. Like I was doing like acrobat moves and shit.
You're going
with my
at
fucking
it.
thing.
You're going like full send.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, like this is crazy. And then, what else, man? It was a 4-hour shoot. I enjoyed it. I was tired.
How was the difference between 60 minutes to 4 hours?
It's like I don't know. It's like running a mile compared to 10 miles.
Yeah.
Because you're constantly thinking and like being on your feet, and you're constantly like checking your equipment, everything, the settings. You're constantly looking at your settings. Since it was a 4 p.m. to like 8 p.m. shoot, so I was there when it was daylight, and then I was there when it was like pitch dark.
Yeah.
So thankfully I had my speed light. I didn't use my speed light. I use my speed lights for certain things during the day, but then at night I use it a lot. And
does that matter? Because you're in a gym, weren't you? Like indoors?
The gym was poorly lit.
Oh, was it?
If you guys saw the story, catches it in the frame.
Yeah, dude. We put all our stories, like whatever we were shooting, guys. Check out In the Frame Podcast.
And as always, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't on our YouTube page.
Yeah,
give us a like, man. It helps. Free stuff helps. So the gym was poorly lit. Unfortunately, but I had my speed light, and when I had my speed light, when I told Shelby, I was like, "Yo, like, go at this angle, at this height, try to like." I was telling her tips, like what I wanted the light to look like on specific short, tall people, whatever. And when I was like, I was kind of scared because I was like, "Oh my god, like the light is gonna be so like focused because it's poorly lit."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Fuck!" Like
you wanted it to blend.
Exactly.
Not to make it like obvious, like, hey, use a flash.
Exactly. So I'm like, I do my first 10 shots, and then I'm like, I don't even want to look at the previews, bro.
Warm up shots?
No, I'm like this. I started like I did warm up shots, but it wasn't like it wasn't like in the moment thing. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, I see what you're saying.
So when class started or whatever, and I was like, dude, like I'm fucking nervous. So like I shot like
you were nervous.
I was nervous of how it was gonna come out.
Okay.
The image. And I had at the lowest setting, dude, because I was nervous because it was poorly lit.
What do you mean by lowest setting?
Like the lowest setting of the speed light. So like it was really like not that strong.
I see what you're saying.
So I was nervous because it was poorly lit. So I was like, oh my god, like is it gonna blend? Is it gonna be this and that? So then I take the pictures. I'm like, I'm not even gonna look at the fucking preview, bro. Like I'm
surprised you would want to see the preview so you know like how to adjust to it.
I was gonna look eventually, but I was like, oh my god, like I don't want to.
That's a weird thing to do, man. I feel like I would want to see the preview right there. So if I mess up, I could change my settings.
You can't. That's the reason I said that is because like I was at the no man's zone. Like you can't change the settings. If you go a little higher ISO, it's gonna look noisy, and it's not gonna look professional. Like to recover, it's not gonna be recoverable.
Okay.
So I was already pushing my ISO.
Oh, you already pushing it?
Yeah, I was pushing it. And I was like, fuck. Like, and then I looked at it and was like, holy fucking crap, dude. These look like crazy. Like,
just on the preview.
On the preview, dude. Straight out of the camera. And I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, boom. It was fucking amazing, bro.
Came so that's when you know you had it in the bag. Like, this is going to be cake.
And I was like, yep. Like, I looked at Shelby. I was like, I was relieved. I was like, perfect. Like, let's go.
It's exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah. I was like, boom. So then, like, the speed light, dude, it was crazy, man. Like, I've like done my research, but I was like shooting like maybe mid shutter speed. So then, like,
I don't know what that means to me, man.
You know, like high shutter speed.
Okay.
Like,
I see what you're saying.
So I was mid, dude. The freaking light was keeping up, dude. Like, boom, 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 boom. Like, you just see like flashes all over.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, holy shit.
Could it keep up to high plus?
I didn't try that high.
I'm surprised for like action shooting. Like, I'm surprised you didn't shoot high plus.
I couldn't. I just didn't want to shoot high plus.
But the fact that it capture the frame on mid when they're like performing, it's pretty.
You have to remember,
because I saw the one that you upload on Instagram,
yeah,
and I'm like, damn, the tack sharp. Like, yeah, it's pretty good.
You have to remember that I was thinking about shooting high, but I'm not gonna. As a photographer, you got to think about the workload afterwards. So I'm not gonna freaking go after, tax.
Yeah.
Be so taxing on my computer, like uploading and looking for the
right
winners. So mid was fine. It worked perfectly.
Oh, that's good.
Pictures came out fire, dude. I was like, holy shit. I was thinking about it. I was like, how am I going to edit these? Like, do I even have to like go as hard as I usually do?
That's the best though, man.
I know it is. And
when it comes perfect straight out the camera, you just do minor tweaks. And unless you want to make that drastic look, which
I don't. It's different.
But you got to remember, this isn't your image; it's their image. Yeah. So like, how would they use it to market these photos to like gain more clients? So you can't think of your edit style it's a blend of both.
Yeah, I've already like thought about that, and I have a vision, and I think it's gonna work well. I've already edited the one I posted on my IG, and I think I like that. But I'm saying like the lighting made it such like the shadows and how it casted the shadows and the skin tones, like it was like beautiful, man. Like I was like, holy crap! Like I was not expecting that.
Right, that's dope.
Other than that, then there was 4-hour shoot.
So now you got to edit.
I got to edit now.
Have you started that editing process yet?
I've done like
besides the one that you posted,
quarter part.
Okay.
Most of it I have to select. That's the time consuming part. Selecting the.
So for something like this, since it's a longer session, how are you gonna how do you break it up? Do you just sit down? Clearly, you didn't sit down once and complete the entire thing.
Right.
So do you like break it into like quarters, like how
you
just did
quarters? Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like you're like over it or kind of thing. Like
yeah. So what I'm doing is so I shot 4 hours, right? So I broke last night. I started on the first hour.
Okay.
And then I selected them and then I edited half. So for me, I'm sure other creatives or photographers.
This is just because like every photographer has their own like workflow,
exactly,
which is different.
For me, I find it taxing on my eyes, like straining in my eyes for more than an hour editing.
Really?
Yeah,
that's nothing too, man. An hour is nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like for like where you like I was like, holy crap, like I have a headache.
Yeah.
And then again, like I'm like work like I've been through a whole day of work, and then I go I just fucking sit in a dark little room, and I just edit. So that's why I find it taxing. But I've edited more than an hour, but I find it like my limit. I've compromised an hour.
You got to know yourself.
Yeah, and I started editing, and I'm can't wait to continue and finish the whole project.
This is the cool thing about knowing other people's workflow. Like you said, an hour is like taxing on your eyes. Like to me, like what's taxing is like 3 hours in.
Really?
Yeah, and then it's like, all right, I'm done. I was working on. I just showed you a preview of the studio session that we worked on together.
Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
I like it, dude. Yeah. I like the style that you're doing.
Yeah.
It's not really a documentary, or is it a documentary?
It's narrative, sort of, like but not like docu.
It's nothing compared to your other videos, though.
Yeah.
It's completely out of the left field.
Yeah, so I just finished that and delivered it to the artist right now, and he's like loving it right now. But I was telling you that I want to tell you, like, dude, like during that shoot, I messed up like pretty bad. So
let's talk about we'll start with your
what we learned. Okay, so what I learned about that shoot was I'm literally editing, right, and I'm looking at my properties on each file because I assumed I shoot 24 frames, which was 4K 24 frames, and 1080 60, which is slow motion. So 60 frames. And I'm trying to slow down certain shots that I know that are slow motion shots, and it's coming and it's stuttery. I'm like, why is it stuttery? That's weird. So I like right click, check my properties. It says 1080 24 frames. I'm like, fuck.
which listeners out there, 24 frames. You can't slow mo.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you see right here in the camera. This is 24 frames per second.
Yeah.
So this isn't slow motion at all. This is regular talking, natural motion blur.
Yeah.
So I thought I was shooting 60 frames the whole time, and the entire time. So I have my custom settings on the Sony systems. That I have custom setting number 1, which is usually 4K 24 frames, and number 2, which is 1080, either 60 frames or 120 frames per second, depending on the scenario. But for that studio shoot, it was 60 frames per second. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what I did. I know what I did, but I don't know why that happened. Where I must have said, dude, you know what? I'm not going to shoot 4K on this. This is just, I'm just going to shoot 1080.
Yeah.
So clearly I put 1080, 24 frames, and I saved the freaking setting to dial number 2 on accident.
Yeah.
So the whole time I'm thinking, if I'm setting on number 2, I'm in 60 frames. And for those Sony listeners that are like, why didn't you check your settings? Like it says you on the freaking monitor. So I'm shooting handheld, and I was having this conversation with Rafe, and he's like, dude, I hate when that happens. So you should know this too. I'm shooting handheld, and I always shoot with the level on. You know what the level I'm talking about?
Yeah, when you put display.
Yeah, display. Yeah, there's only 3 modes on the display button. So I shoot with the level on, and it clears off your settings for some stupid reason, which I don't get why that happens. And if you press display again, it'll show your entire settings. And if you press display again, it'll show your histogram. Dude, I need all 3.
Yeah.
I want the freaking level, histogram, which I rely on, and my settings, so I could double check I'm there. Mm-hmm. And for some reasons, I've never made that mistake before. So I made that mistake. Learn my lesson. Now I know to keep my settings on no matter what. I don't care about the level or the histogram. I will check on the histogram because I do rely on the histogram a lot. But yeah, dude. So I'm like editing it. I'm like, dude, these are supposed to be slow motion shots. Like I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So prior to that video edit, I'd seen a tutorial on YouTube by Armando. I want to give this
Fernandez?
guy. Yes, him. Yeah. Armando Fernandez. I don't know if that's his last name. I know it starts with an F. I think it's guy. Faro. Yeah, it's a Mexican dude.
Yeah,
he's a big YouTuber, camera head.
Yeah.
And so he had talked about the new GPU collaboration with Premiere Pro, and this is just a Windows thing. Apple's can't hold that because they don't have GPU. Mm-hmm. NVIDIA, I think it's called NVIDIA GeForce. And so they say, oh, if you're in a pinch and you want a freaking slow-mo 24 frames to whatever you want, there's a way to do this. And it's called optical flow. And so I'm like, dude, I remember this. I'm like, this is good to know just in case. And I thought of that tutorial, went back to look at the tutorial again, how to do it, and it freaking worked. And were you able to tell any weird stutterness?
I did notice that you didn't use as much slow-mo though.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, because I didn't want to stretch it. Yeah. But yeah, so I made a slow motion 24 frame, which is kind of like unheard of, I think. And it kind of reminds you of like the Twix software from like way back when like Sony Vegas was like the shit back then. But yeah, dude. So that was my lesson learned. Like always check my settings, have it on display instead of using the level. So that was one thing I learned.
Dang, really?
But it made it work though. You didn't notice the fuzziness that I was talking about clearly. So that's good.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm glad you didn't notice it.
It looked like a good video, man.
Yeah, that should be coming out pretty soon too. So when just be sure to follow us, man. Peter Colin Frames and Alberto _Mendoza_.
Yeah. So like, since we're talking about mistakes, one mistake I never told you I did was
stupid mistake too. I can't believe I still made that mistake, dude. Such a rookie mistake.
It was like my
good thing it wasn't a major client like a wedding. That would have sucked.
And dude, I thankfully I've never done a mistake where like it wasn't salvageable. Like, you know what I mean? Like you took pictures, and you're like, boom, like, man, killing blah, blah. And then like you go edit and it's like what do I do from here? Like you can't.
Yeah, like if yeah.
I've always had that like paranoia. Like what would I do if I fucked something up really bad? Like reshoot or.
The cool thing about Sony is like I've always had the fear of my card getting corrupted. I still don't know how cards get corrupted. Still, like I
feel like that was older.
Knocking on wood.
Older SD cards.
I still haven't. You have to have a fast SD card as well. But also if it's like if your camera's still recording and you turn off, if your camera's still writing, and you turn off your camera, that's a way to mess up your your card.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about Sony systems, you could insert 2 SD cards. So I always dual simultaneously record on both cards. So if one card fails on me, I have the extra backup right there.
Yeah, that's a good backup.
Yeah,
but. Back when we were talking about errors for this shoot, I guess I had none, dude. The only mistake
things that you learned.
Things that I learned.
Did you guys get in better shape?
Nah, it's just
Your back was killing you.
No, I was gonna do equipment wise, like, because we're like an advocate of getting equipment that's fairly priced for instead of getting a really expensive.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So,
we try not to. Yeah, even though our gear is pretty pricey.
yeah, so like I went for my grip, for my manual grip. You know, I do a lot of portrait shooting. And that's one of the things I told the client. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should tell them, like, do they prefer portrait or do they prefer landscape? And they were like, oh no, we portrait. And I was like, perfect. Like, I got
That's
the
your
battery
thing.
grip. That's my thing. I'm more comfortable doing portrait style. So then I'm like using my thing. 2 hours go by, and then 3 hours go by. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, this thing feels cheap. Like, I don't know why. Like the grip for some reason. Because I was like in the zone and I was like sometimes holding it really hard, and I'm a big dude, so like I can fucking break shit.
Yeah.
And
Did
I
it
was
feel
like,
a little plasticky or what?
it did feel plasticky. There you go.
Oh,
and I was like,
man.
what the fuck? Like, it kept making like a weird noise, like I'm like,
Like you're crushing it.
yeah. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, and I was like, damn, like this is what. And then I was like,
This is why
people get the $350 one compared to the $100 one.
Jeez, this fucking train too.
I know, but I was like, what the fuck, dude? And I was telling Shelby, I was like, dude, like.
Go ahead.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, now I know why people
spend a little extra.
Yeah, spend a little extra and don't fuck with like this thing because they're more experienced and like they've used it more than an hour, so like you don't notice.
There's a reason why things are more pricey, man. So like when it comes to glass or stuff like that, like they're not expensive for no fucking reason. There's a reason why.
I mean, sometimes they are just because of the name, but sometimes like shit that you have like you have to put through its paces and like hold it and tangible shit. Like I'm like
go through its mileage.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, like maybe I should be careful. Like now I learned the lesson. I was like,
I didn't know that.
I shouldn't skimp out on a grip. So
what are you thinking? Selling it and then get it?
No, I'm gonna
cop
keep
a new one.
I'm gonna keep this one, but like if I ever,
because you're not used to shooting. I mean, you're not shooting like long sessions.
Exactly.
Because
so
usually a 60-minute session, dude.
I've had like more like I had a bunch of shoots before this,
and you never experienced that.
And I never.
That's weird.
So like this,
you never noticed anything. Like
I don't know if it was because it was like hot in the gym. So
you were indoors. My hands were sweaty, outside,
and my hands were sweaty, and I kept like gripping it more, so because I didn't want my camera to fall. So like I don't know if that was like making that noise, but I was telling Shelby, I was like, dude, like this is pissing me off. Like I don't like this. Like
and it was taking you off your freaking work.
It wasn't taking off. I was just like getting irritated. Like if I didn't get the shot I wanted, I was like, what the fuck, dude? It's because of this. Like, you know, I'm trying to blame the fucking equipment.
Like, man,
I was so mad, dude. And then I was like, another thing I learned is if I ever have an extensive shoot, I have to rent another body or invest into one.
We talked about this briefly, but we said save it for the potter.
Oh my god, dude! Like I was changing lenses like every 15 minutes.
How annoying was that?
It was annoying, dude.
I told you.
And I was
I knew this was gonna happen.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, because I took some shots with my 85, which is really, really difficult to do when a tight space. Because it's
I've never been in that spot, so I don't know how tight it is.
I love like the 85 mil look, dude.
Oh yeah, it's fucking butter.
And then I was like, from me to you, like I can use it, of course. So I had to like back up and be quick and be like, yo, like sit like here, like I know it's gonna be weird, but I'm gonna take the shot. And I got some fire ass shit doing that, but I was like, I need 2 cameras to pull this off like continuously.
Right. So you don't have to like waste time.
Yeah, it's not even waste time. It's just like,
well, you don't.
I'm gonna move, and then like. Well, yeah, I was just like worried about like, oh fuck, like they're gonna do this routine for like 3 minutes.
You're worried about missing the moment.
I was just worried about going over there and coming back, and then going over there and coming back, and then I was worried about opening my sensor and closing it. Like I'm just paranoid about shit getting in there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I learned my lesson. I was like, damn, maybe I have to like invest in a new camera body or rent one out whenever I have an extensive shoot.
You could rent one out for like $50, man.
It was a learning experience, but I mean the shoot went well.
So think about that. Like think about like weddings that are coming up. Like you need a second body, dude.
Yeah,
you need a second body because
you don't even need one.
Those are moments that you. No, I don't. I'm a freaking videographer. I don't need a second body. Plus, that's why I always have a B shooter with me as well. Unless you have a B shooter with you, which you don't really need a B shooter. But yeah, that's why I always hire a B shooter. And
then yeah, dude, that's the thing I learned. Like the battery grip, equipment wise, setting wise. If I go back to like my first shoots with my A7 III, maybe my second shoot, I was like hyped because like I was like, oh my god, like the quality is amazing. I do remember leaving my ISO at 400 ISO, and it was like during the daylight, and I don't know why. I think it's because we were like in the shade area, but then we left to like the straight out sunlight, and it was at 400 ISO. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, I bumped my shutter speed.
Yeah, just cranked it up to even it.
Once you do that, like it kind of fucks with the image, like the quality. It's not it's sharp, but it's like a little like, I don't know. It's kind of weird to explain. It doesn't look good. And thankfully I managed to save it and post, but I was like, oh, goddamn, like how did that happen? Like I'm constantly looking at my fucking.
It's like me.
ISO.
How did I think I was shooting 60 frames when I was shooting 24 the entire night?
Yeah, dude. It's like
little things like that, man.
So like
lessons learned, but those are the mistakes that you'll never make again.
Yeah, and then at the gym when I was shooting, I was like, dude, like I kept looking at the speed, shutter speed, ISO, shutter speed, ISO, shutter speed, ISO, and it went well, man. But those are the two things I learned. Equipment.
That's good. It's good that we're talking about this because there is literally 3 guys hitting me up this week about that. Listen to the Potter, and they're like, "Yo, man, just got this camera," or like, "Yo, man, what camera should I get?" and stuff like that. Like, yo, I'm doing a lot of research on YouTube. I finally got a camera. I'm doing research on YouTube on how to use it. I'm like, dude, it's cool that you're like educating yourself on your gear, but you need to go outside and practice on it, get on the field and like learn those lessons, because it's easy for me to tell you like, yo, this could happen to you. This could happen to you. But you're like, yeah, whatever. But until it happens, like, oh, fuck, now I see why you said that. Like, you need to go outside. It's weird to explain, man. You just literally go outside, make those mistakes, and you'll see what happened and why it happened. And then you're like, all right, now I know in this kind of scenario, I'll never make this mistake again. I'll go with this way of doing. So it's very vital to like, yeah, it's cool to watch a bunch of YouTube videos and tutorials of how to do shit. But at the same time, you got to fucking apply that shit. You need to go out on the field and use your shit and get to know your gear instead of just like sitting in your bedroom watching a computer screen, learning about it. No, you actually need to get out there. Yeah.
And what's really vital is people don't know this, but like you're fucking under pressure. And when you're excited,
you got to look cool. Yeah. No matter what.
You're excited. Like you're like, oh my God, like I can't believe I'm doing this. Like perfect. Like everything's going fine. Like, and then
shit always happens.
Somehow
every shoot. I've always learned that.
There's a fuzzy phase going on and like you forget to double check something, and then that's how errors occur. And I felt like I feel like people like sometimes forget about that because they're too excited, or adrenaline's pumping too much, and you lose focus on that. Yeah, on the little things.
But yeah, dude, speaking of gear, I don't know if you saw my story. I copped the Hero 9, dude. GoPro Hero 9. Yeah. Damn, dude. Even though 2 weeks ago I said I'm not going to get that shit, and I still got it.
I know, dude. I remember you saying, like, I don't need that shit. Like, I already got this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So what happened, dude? How the fuck?
I caved, man.
What do you mean you caved?
What's it called? Honestly, FOMO? Okay, so what happened? Well, that wasn't FOMO. So what happened was I sold my 18-105 lens. Yeah. I sold it to another creator, not a creative game member. I think he is now. I don't know. So I met him on offer through Facebook Market. Yeah. Perfect place to sell gear, guys. Facebook Market is like, I always sell my shit there. Yeah. It's easy to like look through someone's profile, make sure they're legit or not. And so I met this kid, and he's like from Oceanside, and he's like, yo, man, I'm trying to get into the camera world and whatnot. And so we literally chopped it up for like 15, 20 minutes. Every time I sell gear, we always have a great conversation in the front yard. It's so funny. And so like, and they like, I like, what do you recommend for like learning how to do this and this? I'm like, dude, YouTube, man. He's like, is there any other ways to learning stuff? And I'm like, all right, well, we got a podcast, man. We talk about this camera stuff and whatnot. And
there you go.
Yeah, dude. So he's like, oh, dude, I'm gonna check it out. I like got his phone and like checked on the Apple Podcast. By the way, if you're an Apple Podcast, make sure you give us a 5-star rating and a comment, please. We really appreciate that. If you're a Spotify listener, make sure you take a screenshot and put it on your Instagram and tag us, please. That'll be great. Anywho,
you upsell the motherfucker, right?
Sold the lens for a very great value on my end. Well, both ends. And so and then I was like, dude, I got a nice little, my pockets are burning right now.
The heavy, bro?
Yeah, my pockets were burning a little hole right now. And so like GoPro had dropped their prices on the Hero 9 for like I think $100 or something like that. It was like a special going on. Yeah, so I don't know if they're hurting or something. And so probably, I was like, dude, I got a couple of trips lined up in the near future, so cop. So, and now I got the Hero 9, dude. I haven't opened it yet. I've had it for like 2 days. Yeah, it's just sitting here right now. But I do want to do like a IGTV vlog on talking about like the GoPro, kind of like a little mini review, but not super in depth, like with the specs and whatnot.
Open box.
So yeah, kind of like an open box kind of thing. So be sure to check it out on Instagram. Coming to you very soon. So yeah.
How your vlog's going, dude? You said last episode, bro. They're coming soon.
I said they're coming. Yeah, I'm editing them. I'm editing. Okay. I'm editing, dude. Dang. I'm editing. So just wait a little bit, man.
Dang. Speaking of Facebook Market, dude, it's actually a really good place to sell stuff, because I posted my lens, my 24 to 240.
Yeah.
And it was just sitting there, dude, for 6 months. And then all of a sudden, I get some message from some guy, and he's like, "Hey, you still have it?" And then it's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'll buy it." Like, he didn't even freaking negotiate. He just bought it at the price.
Awesome, that's
and
dope.
I'm like, "Cool." Like, it's like, when can you meet? Like, I was like, "I can meet tomorrow." I was like, "Perfect, let's go." And I sold it. And I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, this thing's been sitting there, and boom, it's sold.
Yeah, mine was sitting for like a month, and then this guy's like, "Yo, I'll buy it right now." Like, he tried to like, of course they try to like lowball you. I'm like, "Fam, I'm already giving you a discount at this point, so I'm not doing that." He's like, "No, you're right." And so like I met him, like he's like, "I'll be there in 15 minutes." I'm like, "Perfect, dude." And so it was like perfect.
Yeah, I sold my
guys. Check on Facebook Market, seriously, if you guys want to look for gear, even OfferUp as well. I use OfferUp too, and it's dude, lenses don't freaking depreciate, man.
No, they don't.
So like, if you know how to like play the game, you can get it for like $102 off. And so Facebook Market is a very good place to like check for camera lenses or camera bodies as well.
Yeah, I tend to go on OfferUp. I know I don't know how you guys feel about OfferUp, but OfferUp I post something and it sells within like a day or two.
Yeah. I sold my I sold my Karma Grip, my gimbal for the GoPro, and it sold within 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Like,
I've sold like all the gear I've sold everything I need to sell that I don't use anymore. Which is like beautiful because I didn't waste money. I kind of like came up, I think.
I like OfferUp because like there's a shit ton of fucking people who lowball you, but at the same time it's like, no, like I don't need it. Like I know this is gonna sell.
Yeah.
And like, oh, like it's used though. I'm like, I don't care. Somebody will get it. Somebody really needs it.
I always tell them like I'm in no rush to sell this, man. So you keep on moving, dude.
Yeah, and it's I sold my Polar Pro ND filter on that, like fucking like $20 less brand new because it was brand new. And then
that freaking 18-105 lens that I got, I think I got it for like less than $600 for sure, and I sold it for $500. So it's like, dude, I had that lens for like 3 years, for like $70 that I missed out on. So, dude, that's a plus for me.
Yeah, and you know, I feel like people don't. I feel like the mentality of people like, oh, what the fuck? You've had it for 3 years, like that's fucking used. Like,
I take care of my shit, dude. Like my shit looks stinking brand new.
Like when I had my lens, like I took care of that shit because that was worth $1,000. Yeah, and like when something's expensive, somebody's gonna take care of it.
But it's not like buying like the furniture where it depreciates so fast. Like lenses, like don't depreciate. Like it just takes a long time.
And they don't take wear and tear. Like
you don't as long as you take care of it, though.
The only thing that you have to worry about is like opening the lens in the back and seeing it's not scratched, and then that's it. Yeah. But you can. Selling equipment, like if you have a bunch of equipment, like you should sell it. Like if you're not using it.
Yeah, we were talking to a creative game member, and he was like, "Dude, I'm like going through like a freaking purge of selling all my camera gear." I don't know if you saw that thread.
Yeah,
in the
Cole?
DMs. Yeah, Cole Anderson. Yeah. He's just like selling everything that he had. I'm like, damn, it's crazy, man.
Shouts to what the fuck's his name? The wedding photographer, videographer. Matt Johnson?
Yeah, Matt Johnson.
Dude, he was selling like Zelda games and shit.
He was?
Damn, like this hurting or what? Like he was like selling like a bunch of like weird little things.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I was like, damn, please sell something like that I can use, but nothing. What else, man?
Guys, we're kind of like freestyling this episode. We're not gonna do this like the motivational shit that you guys probably want. Kind of want to take a little break off that. I feel like we don't want to sound too repetitive.
Yeah, we're not. Like I said, we're not even like trying to motivate you guys. We're just telling you from our experiences.
Yeah,
like,
we're just talking about our experiences. How we've been lately. Do you have any shoots coming up soon?
Yeah, I have a lot in the pipeline.
That's tight.
It's what is it? Like I said in the last episode, Pro Day season's over, so Sundays I'm gonna see what the fuck I'm gonna do with those days.
I think you should be popping up soon.
Christmas is coming up.
I was gonna say Christmas is coming up, so people want to do
season's coming up.
Not just that, but people want to do freaking oh my god, what do you call it? Christmas cards.
Oh yeah, Christmas cards.
So like people want those photo sesh. Yeah. So I feel like if you attack that market, you could be pretty well off.
What else, man? What else?
Oh, dude. So I shot with the homie Gordon Lee again.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Got my hands on the A7S3.
Yo, what up, Gordo? It's like, don't fucking call me that. Yeah. Hey, tell Peter not to call me
that. Yeah. He said, "What's up to you?" Yeah, dude. That freaking camera is dope.
What are you? Same client.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So we were shooting like this, like kind of like it was weird. It was like Inception, dude. It was like a BTS of a BTS. It was very strange.
Really?
Yeah. Like it was like a Netflix like production that they're trying to shoot her, and then they want to see the process of us creating content for her.
What?
Yeah, so they're like shooting us as well while we're shooting her. So it was very funny. That was cool though. But he did say he finally overheated his A7S III, which is, I thought that was kind of strange.
I saw that on his post.
Yeah, on his story. It was a story. It was a story.
Wait, so didn't you say your camera overheated? We didn't even talk about that.
Yes. It didn't overheat, but I did get the signal of the overheating sign, which that was the first time I ever gotten it with the A7 III.
But you were shooting 4K.
I was shooting strictly 4K. My camera, for some reason, I feel like is a little defective because it doesn't sleep. I have it set to sleep in 2 minutes, like if it's not getting touched.
Yeah.
And my shit will stay on the entire time.
What the fuck?
So that's very weird. We tried doing it with yours.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a battery comparison, third-party battery.
Oh yeah,
comparison.
we are doing a testing. Yeah.
So I got these orange batteries because
what are they
cool. Called? It starts with the V.
That's what Gordon has as well. He has the same orange ones.
Yeah, I saw that he had that when he did his little battery.
Yeah, charging kit area.
It was cool. It was like, but you got some wasabi, which I had for my other camera, my A6000. Those were really good. But I just got this because they were orange and they were like okay. I knew
marketing, baby.
I knew getting them were like they were like okay, not suspect, but like not the compared to what you got wasabi. They were like saying RAV something power was the best, but they were like backed up or some shit.
Okay.
And then I just got these, and then they came with a really cool charger that tells you when they're full, whatever. But
I do like that charger because I saw this like dude, YouTube University, man, it's the best.
Yeah.
This guy literally bought every single third party battery for the A7 III systems. Guys, if you guys don't know, these freaking batteries, they cost the Sony version costs $80 for one. And so I'm doing my research, and this guy tested everything. He did like the whole nine, dude. Like he had like the screen with all the information. So long story short, Wasabi came in second place behind the Sony battery, of course. And so that battery, it comes in two, and it comes with the dual charger, which I do need. And it was like $45, man.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, $45 for two batteries and a dual charger, or $80 for one battery and
double
no
the
charger.
Price for one battery.
And all the reviews that I watched, man, Wasabi does pretty good. So, and I have experience using Wasabi for the A6300 as well, and that works pretty fine. So, we're doing a little testing. So by the time this podcast ends, we'll find out which battery still has more juice.
For real.
No, but yeah. So yeah, I got my freaking overheating sign, which we're shooting indoors in a controlled environment. So it wasn't it wasn't in the direct sun. But then again, my camera.
How long did you guys shoot for?
I told you like 5 hours, but I got the sign like 90 minutes in.
Gordon though.
Oh, we were there for like 4 hours.
Oh
yeah,
that's weird.
Because we're doing interviews and stuff like that. So it was interesting. It was cool though. It was always cool seeing them. They're always like good people.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy, chill guy. I think for me, I forgot to even say this. My speedlight started overheating like after 3 hours of using it.
How does that work with the heating with lights and stuff? Like I know they can burn.
They can burn obviously, but I think that's just over time like a regular light bulb. But you have I have the 8200 Pro, which they sell the 8200 regular, which is like $100 cheaper. But I don't know
what's the difference.
I think 8200 Pro is just like you can shoot like medium. Like
okay.
Boom,
okay.
boom.
Like okay, I see what you're saying.
It has a better display system. Controls are a little bit better. But I was telling you, I was shooting like mid shutter speed, and that shit just kept keeping up. It was like boom, 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 boom. Like I was like,
that's impressive.
Crazy. Yeah. So then after like 3 hours, like I was like shooting mid, and then I was like boom, boom, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, Shelby, let me see the thing, and I grabbed it. By the way, that thing is heavy as fuck. I know Shelby's sore because I was like trying to do it with one hand. And I was like, nope, this shit's too heavy. And I look at the thing, and there's like a little like temperature thermometer,
and it was like
blinking.
high.
Yeah, it was blinking.
I was like, yo,
oh,
I'm bugging out.
I was like, fuck, and then I turned that shit off, and I was like, fuck that, and like I'm gonna go like 10 minutes without this shit because I was afraid I was gonna blow up a $400 speed light. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah. So those 10 minutes, you're just like pretending to shoot.
I was shooting, but
you were shooting.
Yeah, but the cool thing was that we were like in another location where like they were closer to the lights, so I was like, oh, that's perfect. And
nice. What was your highest ISO? Just curious.
Highest ISO, I didn't try to go over 5,000, just because. That's pretty good. Anything over 5,000, I've had experience shooting at night over 5,000. I think I even hit like 10,000 something or something like that, and it was like hella noisy.
I bet.
And but yeah, 5,000, and yeah, it was cool, man.
That's dope.
I loved the way the images came out, and like Sony, dude, You can bump the ISO to like 5,000. You don't even tell the difference, dude.
Fuck.
I probably could have done the shoot without the speed light.
Yeah,
but I would have had to like
rather be
bump
safe than
it.
sorry, and then you have to do more work in the post process.
Exactly. So like the speed light like came in clutch. Like I took my lights. I didn't have to use them. I was like prepared and I did my homework and it was a successful shoot, man.
That's
Couldn't
dope,
go any
man.
better than that.
That's dope.
Shooting there, like I got other people, like
Oh, did you network? I saw you were using the branding, man.
I was
the
using
smart.
Hat, bro.
You're using the
And
Potter.
Fred
You're using the
podcast.
Potter hat.
We had a few followers. Yo, what's up, man? This is me, Peter Collins. This is my boy Alberto.
It's good branding, dude. So when I was at the shoot too, is I had my water jug and it has like the in the frame sticker.
Yeah.
And like, dude, oh, you have a podcast? And then, dude, it just starts a conversation. And then like we just connect and like they follow you, you follow them, and it's just like, dude, it's like it's easy to start conversation with like little things like that. Like that's good on you, man, for pushing those stickers.
Yeah, and what else?
We should do like some kind of sticker giveaway or something. It's been a while since we've done that.
We're trying to come up with a new logo. We're gonna be straight up. Like, we got this logo because we were just starting to start up.
Yeah,
and we wanted an identity, but
and it was very low budget.
yeah,
We spent so much on gear here.
yeah, it's nothing compared to the gear we got. Like, if any creative gang, like, yo,
Any graphic designers out there that are fucking fire?
preferably like we want like our faces like not cartoonish, or what do you think?
I don't even know. We got to figure that out too. Cause
Just throw us some ideas, man. You never know what the fuck we're doing, but we're definitely looking for a new logo. We are enjoying this. Continue to send you guys some free 99, man. Because
free game, as some would say, people would say.
Free what?
Free game.
Oh,
We're just out here giving free game, which is aka common sense.
Damn, fool,
I saw a meme on that. It was so fucking funny. He's like, motherfuckers be saying I'd be giving free game for free. I'm like, bro, it's really just common sense. I'm like, dude, it's hilarious.
Oh my god, dude.
So,
what about you? Any future gigs?
Yeah, I mean, I'm shooting. This freaking train is insane right now. Holy crap! I don't know if you guys can hear, listeners. Yeah, I do have a shoot with that same client that I shot on Monday. So my deliverables are 4 videos a month.
Okay.
So I'm locked down for X amount of months with her, and so I got to shoot the last 2 videos with her, and then that's pretty much it, man.
You don't feel any pressure?
No, man. It's she's very easygoing.
Yeah.
She knows exactly what she wants, so it was pretty cool, like meeting her, and we've been talking for I'd say like 2 weeks, like just via Zoom calls. So it was pretty cool doing like the whole game plan. And shouts to Mar, man. Like this guy's been helping me out since like, well, at least the last few months when it comes to like higher end clients. So him and the vid project, man, they're doing something super dope. So if you guys check them out on Instagram, man. He's been helping me out a lot, dude.
Yeah, he just followed me on was it that guy that
He listens to the podcast too, man.
He just followed me. Yo,
Yeah,
dude, thanks for the follow, man.
yeah, Mar, dude. Shouts to you, bro. Like you and your girl are killing it.
That's what's up, man.
They're just a power couple, man. They're just becoming like they're starting to become like a creative agency.
Okay.
And so they're looking for other creators as well. So
speaking of creatives, that new film you've helped film.
Oh yeah, dude.
Forgot to talk about that.
Yeah. I didn't want to bring that up. Yeah. So I work with another production company here in San Diego with my good homie Adrian, with Futures Past, and dude, our homie as well, Mark. He had this vision of, I don't know, you just gotta see it, bro. It's on my IGTV. It's on my IGTV. It's on my Instagram stories right now. So if you guys, by the time you listen to this, it's probably a little too late. So that's why you gotta follow us, because we be dropping some heat there.
Yeah.
On our stories. So yeah, dude, it was pretty cool. I love the way it came out. I loved like that had a cinematic feel for me. Anamorphic lenses as well. So that was fucking cream.
Handheld.
All handheld. I was checking, making sure my focus was on point. It was on point, so it was dope, bro. We're shooting at freaking low aperture.
What? How wide is that lens? Because it looked pretty damn wide.
Yeah, that's the thing about anamorphics. It stretched the images like crazy wide, and then you gotta like squeeze it back in. It's very weird. I believe that was a 24.
So what the hell did he use? Is it different editing program to help?
Premiere. And he colors on DaVinci. Yeah, I don't know if you heard of DaVinci. It's a pretty popular editing program right now. It's free, but like of course it comes like the most basic shit, but you gotta upgrade to pro to get like the dope shit.
So he color grades in DaVinci, then imports back to Premiere, or
edits it on Premiere, and I don't know if there's like some kind of dynamic link to kind of like how it is with like Premiere and After Effects.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know. I don't know how that works, honestly. I've never messed with DaVinci. I just use Premiere, dude.
Damn, that's insane, dude.
But it came out pretty cool. I like the way it came out. I like the dark, gritty look. I just like dark shit, man. I don't know. Like I don't like the poppy Marvel popcorn color shit. Like I'm just not into that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, dude. That's why you like Dark Knight, huh? Dude,
That-
Dark Knight, their colors are on point, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like for the longest time, I was like, "What the fuck?" It was something insane.
But yeah, dude, we had I had an interesting DM in the
Bro, I was gonna tell you about that.
yeah, in the Frame Podcast DMs. Like a creative member hit us up and be like, hey, dude, like I'm kind of like timid about posting shit because I don't want to be like, pretty much he doesn't want to get killed by the viewers, like if it's shit just sucks or not. Yeah. And I told him like, yo, it's like, how do you guys stay motivated when it comes to like just like keep dropping heat, like, or even just dropping in general? Like it doesn't have to necessarily have to be heat.
Yeah.
And I said, I mean, you saw the thread, bro. And I was like, dude, just like
shut the noise off, man.
Just yeah, I like that.
You gotta shut the fucking noise off and just fucking focus on you, bro. You can't. Back to the other episodes, man. You gotta fucking focus on yourself. Like, who gives a fuck about the fucking noise? Like, I'm not gonna say the H word because it's noise. Like, you gotta concentrate on your shit, and that's gonna fucking drive.
Wait, what's the H word?
Hater, bro.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
I don't know. I thought hoe for some reason.
I thought you were gonna say Holocaust or some shit.
Dude, you always gotta make it weird, man.
Bro, you're the one that makes. You're the one that starts making it weird. Like, I thought you were gonna say something, but anyways, bro.
Yeah, fuck the haters, man.
Fuck the haters, bro.
There's always gonna be someone bitching about something.
Yeah, man. Like,
you just gotta keep, dude. Whatever, man. If they misinterpret shit, it's all good. Like whatever. There's definitely more context.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I don't want to get started about it.
But like, yeah, dude, just keep fucking dropping, dude. Like, worry about your work and that's it, man.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And that we've said this in the past episode. We don't want to be super fucking repetitive, and I feel like we're killing a dead horse at this point. Like, if you put yourself out online, dude, you're putting yourself out for people to like. I don't want to say the word kill you, but they're gonna just dissect everything you say, or just try to like break down everything you put out and try to like kill your spirit, man. Don't let them kill your spirit.
Yeah, don't let, because it happens, man. I've been there where like I'm like, fuck, dude, like what the fuck did I do? Like this fucking noise, like it's fucking bothering me. Like it's not letting me push forward, and that noise is just it's like it's just fucking self-driven by the things that you think are people are gonna think about you. So you gotta fucking drive and push through and say fuck the noise, fuck the haters.
You gotta remember the people
forward.
that are just like hating, dude. They're literally probably not even doing anything for themselves or creating anything. It's easy for them to judge everything out there when they haven't made shit for themselves.
If they have time to fucking judge you and critique you, they're not making time to do whatever that can make them happy.
They need to focus that energy
and
somewhere else.
Stop being so fucking miserable. Like, just focus on yourself, bro. Like, yo, hater listening out there, like, just focus on your shit and go focus that energy on yourself, man. Do yourself a favor and go help improve yourself. That's what I gotta say, man.
No, but like, yeah, to that creative game member, we're not gonna put him out there. Yeah, dude, just like Pete said, dude, just like focus on your work, man. Put it out there. You're going to improve through each post or through each piece of project that you work on. It doesn't have to be out in the online. Just keep it inside if you don't want to. But yeah, dude, just keep working on yourself, man. That's all I got to say. I mean, it sounds so fucking easy and stupid, but that's what you got to do. Just keep working on your fucking craft.
Yeah. And then
every day, dude, just practice every single day.
Yeah. And then, you know, me and him are getting like, me and Alberto getting like, you know, not emotional, but like we're driving this shit home because he started crying and shit afterwards. Like, why'd you bring it up? Because this is the whole point of this fucking podcast.
Yeah, we're trying to uplift creators, man. Yeah, that's our goal.
Yeah, that's the number one goal, dude. Always like, if we have gigs lined up, we'll share in the fucking post. If we got tips, we're not afraid to fucking give tips. If we give you just fucking right now, we just recorded like what we learned. Like we just shared it to you guys.
Free game, bruh.
Yeah, like what the fuck, we're not afraid to put ourselves out there because we know that if this was us back then, like 2 years ago.
I wish I'd listened to a podcast like not to like dick ride ourselves, but like kind of like us that, oh my dude, like, oh man,
I wish I would have heard this from somebody who's like kind of in my shoes.
Yeah.
Like, yo, like I relate to that.
And that's why I like the comment that Rami told me when I met him in person. He's like, dude, like the reason I like fuck with your guys' fucking Potter is that there's other podcasts that do talk about like the creative space and gear and shit like that, but they're like high end. Yeah, they're getting like fucking crazy, like
we said, bro. Those are like black belts. We're like purple belts and like teaching.
I don't know what the numbers. You know what I mean? Like the colors.
There's tiers.
I don't know what purple is. I hope it's not low.
Whatever the fuck it is, man. Like we here to help, man.
Yeah. So like we're the
people's champ. I'm just kidding.
The pot for the people.
The pot for the people, bro. Like I said, like this is motivated us doing because we're like, yo, like, what the fuck? Well, how can we give back to our community? Like, we care about our community, which is people who are
in the creative space with like us.
Space like us. Like, come on, man. Like, we're not
dude.
Here to...
So fuck. I know another creative gang member. Shouts to Corey, creative. She was like, "Yo, dude, like your fucking podcast was right when it came to."
You say trash. I was like, what the.
I forget exactly what she like. I don't want to look into the DM, but she said something about like, "Yo, I think like she pitched something with a 3-package tier, and she started getting a lot of buzz into her like her little fucking her business, her creative business that she just started like a fucking month ago. I think, and so it's like, dude, the podcast is fucking true. Like what you guys said was true. Like just put yourself out there, and just starts happening, man. So like her business is booming. So shouts to her, dude.
Yeah.
And like shouts to the podcast.
Yeah, and
we're helping people get money, bro. That's fucking
for real, dude.
Sick,
that's the number one goal.
Yeah.
Help people get fucking grow their bag, bro. Make that shit heavy. Burn holes in your pockets like Alberto did. Yo, like what the fuck? I just lost my train of thought.
I just had to bring that up because like we're literally affecting people's like lives in a sense
for the positivity, bro.
Yeah, dude. It's all like positivity, man. Like you want to hear some hater shit, go somewhere else. It's not us, man. We're all about like that good fucking energy, that good vibe. Like, yo, fuck off, unsubscribe. Yeah,
it's like go fucking.
We're not forcing you to listen.
Yeah, just like we're here for you guys. You guys are number one priority. We've said that from the fucking get go. We're not here for nothing else other than to help you guys learn from our mistakes, learn from our experiences and stuff.
We're not experts, and I think that's the best part, that we're not the experts. Like
we're
just like everyone else. Yeah. Like you see me in the streets, man. Say what's up to me, man. That'd be dope.
Say what's up to me too,
like
dog.
I'm not the too cool for school guy ever. Yeah. Never want to be that guy, anyways.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. That don't let those. And like I said, the number one thing that we keep pushing forward is don't get over that hump and someday you can get to the point where you can keep posting constantly, because the more consistent you are, the more eyes you're going to have on you consistently, which is going to in return be it's going to get you more clientele.
It'll eventually turn into a transaction.
You never know who's going to see your work on the website.
I never, dude, when I started working with fucking, I'm not gonna say the names, but like fucking big ass clients that I didn't know they were watching my shit, man. Like, dude, like this is insane. Like, I can't believe you actually watch my shit and you hired me for it. It's fucking tight. Like,
the more avenues, the more streets you put your work, the more eyes are gonna be on you.
Don't be stubborn, man. Don't be that stubborn creative that just like, nah, I'm not gonna post it. Like, I'm like, well, then you're not gonna get hired, then, fam. Like,
that was our motivational talk. We said we were gonna have that shit.
we didn't plan on it. It just came off the rip right now.
So let's fucking end this with the frame of the week.
So frame of the week, dude. I saw this image. Or actually, you sent me this image. Like, yo, it's got to be a framer. So it is. But as you're listening to this, I mean, as we're recording this, it is late October. It's about to be Halloween soon. So by the time you listen to this, it'll be over. But this was like a couple shoot with like the smoke bombs and like it's like the Dia de los Muertos like painting style. And I saw, and then once you sent me this, I'm like, dude, hell yeah, for sure, man. So this is at K Dorian Photo. You'll see it here on YouTube. And then the caption says, "Till death do us part." Skull face, black heart, skull face, of course. The more days until Halloween. Who else love this spooky time of the year? I do. Why did I do that? Anyways, what do you think, bro?
It's perfect, dude. Focus is on point.
I love this. I love like the painting.
Yeah, it's
like
really
it was like Dia de los Muertos vibes.
I like the blue, the shade of blue. It's perfect.
I like that blue because I usually see like orangish or reddish or whatever.
Yeah, nice, unique. Love it.
Yeah, dude, it's a dope couple shoot. So looks like somewhere in the desert. It could be like Joshua Tree or something like that. I don't know, but it looks sick though. So shouts to her. Thanks for supporting the podcast.
Yes, we
really appreciate the support though, for sure. So guys, if you guys want to be in the frame of the week, make sure you guys tag us on your heaters, and then we're always looking.
Yep, so. And make sure to follow us too.
Oh yeah, of course.
Bro, we're gonna end this pod at number 22, baby, right here on a strong note.
We're almost to that quarter, bruh.
Quarter? What do you mean? Oh,
three
shit.
More.
Three more. Fuck, bro. I just got a feeling something's gonna happen. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Jinxing us and
relax.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna do it for episode number 22, sponsored by I'm just kidding.
Where can people find you?
People can find me at petercollinframes.com or from my website, petercollinframes. Just the way he said it, bro. I was like, where can people find you? Like, fuck, what? Like, people. Peter Collin Frames at Instagram. Where can they find you?
Instagram at @_Mendoza_. Make sure you guys give us both a follow because we always we do drop stories on In the Frame podcast, but we also drop like more personal stuff. You guys want to get to know us a little bit more. We drop a little bit more personal stuff in our personal accounts as well.
Yeah, we try. Like you said, In the Frame podcast at gmail.com for any businesses out there who listen to the podcast.
I think the whole like posting BTS on In the Frame, people really like that.
Yeah,
people are like always like, I mean, we're having high engagement. People are always responding like, yo, what kind of gear is this? Or like, how did your shoot go? I'm like, dude, people like seeing the BTS because we're not just, it just shows that we're not full of shit when they're not just fucking capping here and be like, yo, we fucking got business going on.
Yeah.
Like people say they have fucking clients and shit, but like, do you though? Like, I never see your shit. And
you front, homie.
You keep fucking posting photos from like 3 years ago. Like, yo, relax,
homie.
So yeah, I think it's a good idea to keep posting BTS because people seem to like it.
Yeah, when if you guys watch my stories, I just 2 days ago, yesterday, I posted a bunch of my gear and I say what I have, what I'm using, boom, boom, boom.
That's a cool thing. Like a lot of people are scared to talk about gear or like what they got because
I don't know why, dude.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's gonna do it for episode number 22, ladies and gentlemen. As always, if you guys have any suggestions, any inquiries, or any
topics you want us to tackle,
you guys want us to tackle, email us or DM us. The best way is to DM us.
It's the fastest way.
Yeah, that's the fastest way. Me and him will respond. We get a notification on the phone. Boom, we respond quickly. This is going to do it for episode number 22 of In the Frame podcast. I am your host, Peter Collins. Oh, you wanted to end it? No. Alberto Mendoza, your co-host. I just fucked that up again. That's why I lost the job in the beginning. We'll see you on episode number 23.
Peace.